Elder Scrolls 6 scares the bejesus out of you. Mate, climate change scares the bejesus out of me. I think I can live with Elder Scrolls 6 being rubbish if necessary. Right. I would like to be orange today. Don't ask me why. But I want to be orange. So, let's see. Open land studded with sinkholes, but only a few clusters of trees. City of lakes. An endless maze of lakes and rivers winding through a sparsely forested desert. Lombardia. A handful of cities on opposite ends of a wintry landscape must share, trade, and coordinate in their efforts to defeat the enemy. Mega random. Mongolia. Nomad. Your villages begin scattered without a town centre or scout cavalry. Will you build a town immediately or struggle to find the perfect location to sell? Yeah, all of the woods is in the centre of the map, so prepare to be chased around and around. Salt marsh. Swampy lowlands full of shallows and rivers that can prohibit expansionistic building. Scandinavia. In the northern wilderness, the berry bushes have all frozen, but there are hungry animals to be hunted and plenty of gold to be found. Yucatan. The tropical rainforest food is abundant, but jaguars stalk beneath the canopy. Valley. A dried-up river stands between the enemy towns, but also poses an opportunity as animals gather there to gulp down the last drops. Hideout. Oh, yeah, it's the palisade wall one. Hamburger. Golden Pit. A ravine filled with gold beckons, but its depths loom treacherously as enemies lie in wait on the other side. Ghost Lake. Central lake is frozen over, creating no man's land. Ah, right. Let's try Oasis. Shall build a wall, and it shall be called the Wonder Wall. Because it'll be built around a wonder. Because Oasis. I'm so funny, aren't I? Really? No, I'm not. And we'll keep it random. It's more fun that way. Ooh. I think we might be Britons this time. You gotta... No, we're the Indians. All right. Never mind. Indians, Britons, and Mongols, apparently. Great, more archer spam. Fucking fantastic. Okay, then. Well, I've started nice and close to the Oasis, at least. Well then, gentlemen. Go find ourselves some sheep. And build a house. Yay, sheeps. Do not kill the sheeps. But merely secure them for transport. I know, man. I'm working on the house situation. Well, I never played as India in this game before. Should be interesting. Yeah, I remember that announcement. I have no idea what's going on with that. Probably a fucking mobile game or something. Ooh, there's a relic and some more sheeps. Alright, time for gratuitous sheep murder. Go see who our neighbours are. 'Tis the Mongols, I think. Uzbek. Pretty sure Henry V was not a Mongol king, so... I'm gonna nick their sheep. But alas, I cannot. Kill their sheep instead. Haha! I deny you the sheep. See if we can go find the Britons as well. Over here somewhere. In the meantime, lumber camp. It's over here, I think. Let's put it over there. A nice little clearing already. IPAs aren't really weak, though. They're actually really, really hoppy, so... I get what joke you were trying to make there. It's just, it's not very grounded in reality, is it? What are you doing out of formation, sheep? Get back there. Oh, hey, look! Extra bonus sheep. Sweet. Oh! They probably won't make it. They'll just wander on through the... what you call it? The Mongol base and then get captured. The relic up there. What is with the layout of the Britain's little HQ here? Okay. Like there's one random sheep around here that we didn't capture. Oh, that's still going, look. One of them is, anyway. Alright, you be returned to base. Mission accomplished. Hello, Matt Urin. Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, I like IPAs, although, you know, you got to be in the mood. I'm fairly non-discriminating when it comes to my ales and beers and what have you, honestly. It's just, it's whatever I fancy on the day. Sometimes a nice golden ale or a lager is good stuff. Sometimes I want a stout. Sometimes I want an IPA. Like, whatever, man. Just do whatever. This headset is driving me bloody nuts. Not only does it have a crappy volume control, but it has a rubbish cable which is constantly getting knotted. And it's not quite long enough, so it's sort of pulled slightly taut the entire time. And it's a USB one, so it has loads of weird compatibility issues. Generally speaking, it's just rubbish, basically, is what I'm saying. It's terrible. But it didn't cost me anything. So I'm kind of putting up with it. After my nice headset died. Oh, more houses. Alright, come back here. More amazing urban planning is about to happen. There we go. Drinks what I liked and likes what I drinks. You know, there's another game that I was thinking of getting but didn't because it's early access, so I might wait a while. But it's I don't know. It's what was it called? Hold on, let me find out. Steam. Where are you? To the wish list. Did I put it on the wish list? Yeah, there it is. Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. It's literally, right, it's basically City Skylines, but for building a Warsaw Pact, like, town in the 80s. He seems to have sort of, it's like a bizarre cross between City Skylines and Tropico. And it has it has surprisingly great reviews as well. Like it kind of looks interesting. Because it kind of works. It works quite well from a gameplay perspective because of the nature of those Warsaw Pact economies, with everything being centrally planned. It means that you as the player are in control of absolutely everything. And yeah, it honestly looks kind of weirdly interesting. Oh, and there's another one I found called Plane Mechanic Simulator, where you're like a mechanic in World War II fixing Spitfires and stuff. Which, because I'm an airplane nerd, and particularly a World War II airplane nerd, it actually looks pretty interesting to me. But again, it's early access, so I'm gonna sort of let that one stay in the oven for a while before I get into it, but it looks really cool. You've played it, Angus. Yeah, it looks really freaking interesting. Jesus, we went through this forage bushes quickly, didn't we? Ooh. I need another Dark Age building. Awkward. Let's build a mill. There we go. That'll sort us. Expanding on the car mechanic simulator engine so it's got a good base. Ah, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Look at my forager standing around. Like, what do we do now? You can help build that, stars. There we go. And now it is time to learn how to farm, boys and girls. I'm quite curious to try out Dawn of Man, by the way. It does look interesting. It's kind of a survival strategy game, if you're not familiar with the concept, where you start off as like essentially cavemen and you play through like the first few thousand years of human history. So you go from like being hunter-gatherers to building farms and stuff, and then you eventually, I think you finish up in the Iron Age. It looks genuinely pretty cool. It's an interesting concept for a game. Not enough wood. Let us remedy this situation. Fuel age, go! I assume you're talking about My Summer Car. I never saw Life of Boris play it, but I've seen Jeff Major play it lots. I hope Jeff gets better soon. I miss his streams so much. He's having an even worse time of it than I was recently. Oh look, more sheep. Sweet. Where do they come from? Mutton sandwiches for everybody. After we research the wheelbarrow. Oh, hey, cool. Look at the new building type for the Indians. This is interesting. Give me damn horse collars and them double bit axes. Okay, why are sheep just sort of spawning here? What is it? Oi! Nicky my sheep! I'm the only one around here who's allowed to do that. Oh, he's... Will you please fuck off, you annoying little scout cavalry? Jesus Christ. Oh, trying to nick my sheep. I won't have it. Music is an immensely nostalgic yup. Yup. What game are we going to play next week? Well, Friday, as I said, I'm going to play some Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. And, I don't know, something else. Maybe more Subnautica. I did install... Actually, well, I didn't install it. I checked to see if it was still installed, and it is. I still have Rome Total War installed. I still have Medieval 2 installed. And in the case of the former, I also have a Roma Surrectum installation up and running as well, which does actually seem to work. So we could potentially play some of that. Such a poor choice of mod name. And we all knew it. Like, Roma Surrectum is a mod that I helped work on. So my opinion of it is somewhat biased, you know. If I sit there and tell you it's one of the best mods that was ever made for Rome Total War, you know. I believe that opinion is probably correct. Yet, yes, there is some bias there because I did help work on it. A very, very long time ago now. But I did. Right, you four. You get to be gold miners. So do you, actually. But, S-U-R-R-E-C-T-U-M. But it's grammatically incorrect. Like, the Centurion from Monty Python and the Life of Brian would not be impressed, because the grammatically correct Latin term would be Roma Surrecta, not Roma Surrectum. Surrectum. Brave, brave Surrectum. Ah, dear. Mind of a child. Keep some more farms. You can join in with the sheep murder. Yes. People called Romans, they go to the house. Romanes Iant Domus? Do you know there was a Romanes Iant Domus gag in Fallout New Vegas? I think it only appears if you've got Wild Wasteland activated, but one of the Legion buildings in, I think it's Cottonwood Cove, has Romanes Iant Domus scribbled on the side. go hunt a boar, actually, with some of these guys. After I've killed all the sheep, I think that's exactly what I'll do. Sins of a Solar Empire. Yes, I played a lot of Sins of a Solar Empire. In fact, I played a fair bit of it multiplayer with some friends many years ago. Sins of a Solar Empire is an excellent, 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 excellent game. Really good. It's in my personal pantheon of really freaking good space combat game type things. I have a more than a passing interest in like naval warfare and also space naval warfare, space combat type stuff. I've played a lot of games like that over the years. Homeworld, the X-Wing games. Now I'm drawing a blank. Now I've said that. Battlefleet Gothic, you know. Star Trek Fleet Command, I think, as well, back in the day. Archery range, we're going to need skirmishers. Silent Hunter, yeah. I saw that Wolfpack thing on Steam, and I got really, really, really excited. And then I discovered that it's co-op multiplayer. I was like, fuck! You teases! You make a spiritual successor to Silent Hunter and you make it co-op multiplayer? How dare you! Yeah! Right, boar hunting party away. Cold Waters is very good, yeah. I played that when it more or less when it first came out. I gather it's actually had a lot of updates and expansions and stuff since then. I should really come back to it at some point. I freaking watched Crimson Tide like just literally the other night as well. That would be a good one to come back to, I think, and have another look at. I'd have to relearn how to do it though, because it took me quite a while to crack just how to play the game properly when I first got it. Like, I really, really sucked horribly for a while until I sort of figured out how submarine warfare really works. Yeah, no DLC, but I mean they updated it so that you could command, I think, Russian subs, and I think they even added like Chinese subs and stuff to it. Like they've added loads of extra stuff based for you know, compared to the original release, where you could just play as the Americans and then you had like a choice of, I think, 3 submarines. So I think they've added to it a hell of a lot. I guess that was the guy who got the brunt of the board's attack. There's another one. Go kill him. Better research Loom while we're at it. Okay. What else do we need? No more houses just for now. Definitely need more men-at-arms. Definitely need skirmishers. And honestly, I think it's probably time we went and mined some stone, so... That was, what was it called? Victory at Sea? Or Atlantic Warfare or something? There was a turn-based, naval combat game that came out, like a couple of years ago or so now, I think. That, was based on the Battle of the North Atlantic. It was made by the guys who made Cold Waters. I enjoyed that too, although it was a little bit repetitive and probably it's not very many people's cup of tea, but because I'm a bit of a naval warfare nerd, I kind of enjoyed it, regardless. Napoleonic era naval warfare game. Well, there's what's it called? Shit, I actually don't remember what it's called, but there is a fairly hardcore-ish Age of Sail kind of naval action. That was it, yeah. I've never really tried it myself, but I know that it exists. Stable. Oh, actually, scratch the stable for now. We need more urban planning. Hashtag urban planning. There was Battle Station Specific, which was, that sounded like I said Battle Stations Specific there, but what I actually meant to say was Battle Stations Pacific. I've not played that in years, but that was quite fun from what I remember. Well, Warfare and Tactics nerd to a point. Like, I'm not one of those guys who gets super into like World War II and spends hours watching documentaries and has arguments on internet forums about like the Eastern Front and shit like that. That stuff kind of bores me a little bit, but and particularly here when I say like naval warfare, like I said, that also extends to space stuff, like sci-fi stuff too. So I enjoy Master and Commander, but I also enjoy Battlestar Galactica, so what I really want, on the Games Workshop front, I built my first Titan for Adeptus Titanicus yesterday. I got a Warhound Titan now sat on my desk, which was very cool to build, and I like Warhound Titans, they're very cool. I want to get loads of them. I want to have a whole wolf pack of the buggers running around the table, beating up the big Titans. But when it comes to like old school reboots of specialist games, when it comes to GW, I desperately want them to bring back Battlefleet Gothic. I really do. Because Titans are fun, but I'd enjoy spaceships more. Stack some more of these up. Probably about time we went to the Castle Age. I can't say I have read it, guys. Sorry. I would say I'm more interested in naval and air warfare than I am in ground warfare, though. Like, when people start talking about things like tanks, for example, I do start to switch off a little bit. I enjoy just strategy games in general, but I'd rather play, for instance, Homeworld than World of Tanks or something. you plant new trees in this game? No, actually, you can't. I mean, although it's pretty rare that you'd end up actually chopping down every tree on the map. Ooh, look at the buildings now. Hand carts. Plows. Saws. Gold shaft mining. Let's do this. Oh, hello. I forgot completely about all these guys down here. Yeah, I suppose. Better get them setting up some farms. Although, if you start setting up farms, it inevitably means you need more wood, so the rest of them can go become lumberjacks. What map is this? The map type is Oasis. That's the one I picked this time. No, I'm not building farms around my town centre. We've already... Hi, by the way, Duke. We've already established that I am an amazing urban planner. That none of my decisions should be questioned whatsoever. Alright, see you, Gem Sandwich. I have no idle villages. This must be fixed. I'm peaceful. No, I'm just playing on standard, but I think because we're quite spread out, the AI is being pretty passive. Played on standard on a very cramped map yesterday, and it got all kinds of crazy. I don't know if you'd ever see me play Season 3, but you might see me play Pharaoh one of these days. Played a lot of Pharaoh back in the day. Really didn't fully understand what the heck I was doing, of course, at the time, but hey. Wow, look at that university. That's pretty cool. You ever play Stronghold? Oh, yeah. I've played much Stronghold in my time. Can't build that there, my lord. The monastery, they're like, ooh, cool. You go up on the hill. Monasteries always go on hills. It's an unwritten rule. I love this. Egypt is so much cooler than Rome. Someone immediately goes, bullshit! Welcome to discourse in the age of the internet. Siege workshop. Nah, we'll just wait till we can get trebuchets. Trebuchets kind of make all the other siege weapons a bit obsolete. So, except for mangonels, they're quite useful. But I wish to build a castle, and that is what I shall do. And it is going to go here. Yes. I don't even know what unique unit we get as India. Gonna be interesting to find out. I'm thinking maybe something elephant related, but I could be wrong. You get camels. I said no camels! They're for my brother-in-law. They're compensation for his car. We need monks as well. Excels at killing other mounted units. Attack bonus versus cavalry. Well, that will hopefully be helpful considering the Mongols are one of our opponents, but I don't think the camels will be able to keep up, unfortunately. So, yeah. Bet one of the AIs has already tried to build a fucking dock in the middle of this lake. Morons. Ancient sim area is better. In the time between when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. Right. Yay, castle! Indeed, elephant archers. I see your cavalry archers, Mongolia, and I raise you elephant archers. 100 food and 80 gold. They ain't cheap, though. Good grief. We shall have many elephants, though, anyway, regardless, because why the F not? We're going to need a lot more gold, though, so... You gotta find more stone, though. Actually, no, we've got 1,300 stone. That's probably enough to be getting on with, really. Let's go build another gold mine over here. Elephants in Road Total War are just like weapons of mass destruction, aren't they? Yeah. Especially vanilla Total War. You know. They just send guys into orbit. I think most of the realism mods out there toned them down significantly, but kind of lost part of the fun when they did that, though, if you ask me. Alright, can we go to Imperial Age now? Yeah, sweet! What else? Heated shots. No. Masonry, I guess. Your history nerd is showing there some guy and you spelt Macedonian with a K. I know what I did. I have no regrets. We don't get knights at all when we're playing as the Indians, apparently. That is interesting. Ah. To the next gold mine! Wait, is there another one I could go grab? I've been told the key to the economy in Age of Empires is just to keep building villages and don't stop building villages. Yeah, this map's a bit stingy with its gold, isn't it? I don't want a lumber camp. Although, speaking of lumber camps, I have another one over there. Ah, the Imperial Age! Elite elephant archers are now available. Sultans, all gold income is 10% faster. Fuck yeah. 8,200 gold for spies. It's a good conscription. And two-handed swordsman. Couple of real-time strategy games I want to show you guys, actually. One, as I said, is Ancestors something. It's got a really... It's a really quite cool game with a really boring title. What was it called again? Oh, of course it's not listed in Steam. I bought it on GOG. Ancestors Legacy. There we go. Very dull-sounding title for a very bloody Viking-themed real-time strategy game. And now, all of the chat and everything has disappeared because I tabbed out to the desktop. Thank you for that little feature, Windows. Thanks a bunch. There we go.
We're watching you, scum.
In fact, Northgard and Ancestors Legacy are both Viking-themed RTSs now that I think about it. And Master Process, 10 months in a row. What a low indeed. Welcome back, sir. Right. I want Sultans, because that's an amazing tag. Yeah, good old donators. We're watching you, scum. Move along.
I, the three, my rights and duties,
etc. Trebuchets. Lots of them, so I can just park them up next to the enemy town and watch them demolish everything. Blacksmith upgrades. Hell no. Good shout. I should get on that. Heavy camels. Get husbandry. Bom, 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 bom. The sinister tones of the trebuchet. Bom, 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 bom. Also, there is a random crossbowman. Why? Heavy camels incoming. Champignons. Champignons. Yes. Yeah, they two AI fighting each other. Good question. Let's go find out. They might be. Basically, I think on standard difficulty, the way it seems to work is the AI just sort of builds and expands and expands and expands, and it only really fights you if you either A, provoke it, or B, it just expands into territory that you're also expanding into. Like, there seems to be a sort of proximity trigger. Like, as soon as you have buildings close enough to each other, they'll start attacking. And unfortunately, this map is pretty gigantic. Like, it's way bigger than I thought it would be. And there's only 3 civs on it, so I should have gone like a size smaller. Mongolian Knights. Seems legit. Oh gosh, okay, we're about to get converted. Run away! Yes, I think we'll do with the Mongolians first, and then we'll save the Eternal Anglo and his longbows for last. And arson. Gotta have arson. Well, apparently we're all in the Imperial Age. It's the score thing at the bottom tells us that, but I imagine I was probably the last one to reach the Imperial Age as usual. Heavy camels. Also, we need more houses. More epic urban planning is about to happen. Just stand there. Alright, there we go. Now it's changing course. Keep forgetting you can click and drag like this. Right. Oh, I see. It took me a minute to get that. I was like, what is he talking about? And then I realized, oh yeah, ships of the desert. Oh! I understood! We need more camels. Imperial camel? Where was that a thing? Since when? Alright, we're gonna get Imperial camels. They were not in the original game. Oh, get wrecked, Mr. Knight. You came to the wrong neighborhood. Yeah. Let's see. Elite elephant archers. Can we afford that? Yeah. Hey, Enigma. Yeah, it's good to be back. For the kind words. Oh, hand cannoneers. Yes. Yes. Yes! Guns? Indeed. If I had a siege workshop right now, I could probably build bombards, which are actually quite useful. I mean, trebuchets are still the ultimate siege weapon, but bombards are not bad either. So, that's the Imperial camel. Looks very similar to the to the heavy camel, to be honest. But all right, Imperial camels. Also, you guys need to go find some. Wow, this map is really stingy with its gold. Proper stingy. We're gonna be in fucking pikemen and light cavalry territory pretty quick, aren't we? Clearly, because like there's not a lot of gold to go around.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Oh, Matty! Thank you for the host, my dude. Some more champignons. Chattagny. Had cannoneers have +1 range. Oh, fucking yeah, go for it. Didn't even know we had that. Queue some more farms. Well, wood collection is clearly going very well because we've got like loads of it. That's right, ladies. We've got loads of wood. Ha 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 ha. Siege engineers. Why not? Make it quick, Outlander. Go away. I have to admit, I'm getting a Morrowind itch at the moment. I have been for a few weeks now, but Volume 3 of Morrowind will still have to wait a while longer, I think. But that's usually a good sign. Like to come back to an LP like that, feeling absolutely like gagging to actually play some of it. That's usually when I get the best videos. So you know. So the thing is, that doesn't affect skirmishers. It's not really worth bothering with. Or hand cannoneers, for that matter. Alright, start grouping stuff. Marsh. I might install, since we're in the Total War kind of a mood at the moment, I am thinking about maybe installing Shogun 2. Because I've not played Shogun 2 in ages. I'm not generally the hugest fan of the more modern Total War games, but I haven't played Shogun 2 in a very long time, and it is one of the better ones. Oh gosh, here we go. Elephant archers, go snipe that monk. I didn't expect them to sort of sally forth and meet me here, really. The camels are making a decent effort here, but I think it may all be for naught. That is a lot of knights, holy shit. What is going on, Mongolia? And yeah, why are they knights and not... Does Mongolia not get, like, cavaliers and stuff? Because they are in the Imperial Age. They're just not upgraded their units. Like, they haven't even upgraded their battering ram. Actually, they have. It's a capped ram. Take that back. Okay, you know what? We've killed an awful lot of them. Maybe it's the hand cannons. Maybe that's what's helping here. Right, you leave my trebuchets alone with kids. Okay, success. So far, so good. Alright then. Forwards! Trebuchets! And elephants. And everyone else. That went better than expected. Yeah, well, how many barracks do you need? Especially for a player who has built no actual infantry. I don't know. Suppose I might as well let the infantry run amok. Question is, if we play Shogun 2, do we do the default Shogun 2 campaign? Do we do Rise of the Samurai? Do we do Fall of the Samurai? That is the question. Because the pros and cons of this, Rise of the Samurai I've probably played the least, and therefore would be a bit of a new experience, and would be quite interesting. Regular campaign appeases the Seven Samurai, Akira Kurosawa fan in me. And Fall of the Samurai is cool because it has all those fun units. And the naval battles with ironclads in and shit like that. But I have to admit, I do kind of love the normal, original Shogun 2 campaign, just because, as I said, it makes the Kagemusha fan in me just go all warm and fuzzy inside, especially if I play as Clan Takeda. Are we going to mod Shogun 2? Probably not. I don't bother with Total War mods, generally speaking, post Medieval 2. Because all they ever are like just like tweak mods that usually, more often than not, cause the game to have performance issues more than anything else. Medieval 2 and Rome had all of the really good mods. In fact, when I do stream Roma Surrectum, what I will do, just to give you an idea of the difference between Roma Surrectum, and the original game, what I'll do is I will boot up vanilla Rome Total War, run a quick battle, show you the graphics and everything like that, then run up Roma Surrectum and run a quick battle, and then you'll be able to see the difference, and it'll be like, fucking holy shit. Rome Total War back in the day had one of the most incredible modding communities I've ever seen. Like, seriously. Rare is the day I've seen so many freaking clever people all in one place before. Because there were loads of really, really knowledgeable history people in the Rome Total War modding community back in the day. Like, really smart dudes who have got on to write like books and stuff. I'm not even joking. Hell, some of the guys who are in the Rome Total War modding community are now the ones that work at Creative Assembly, like Jack Lusted. Yeah, Medieval 2 had some great mods for it as well, but you never got quite the same insane variety as you did with Rome. Because long after Medieval 2 came out, people were still modding Rome. You know? Uh-oh. Running out of queued farms. Mongols still are not giving up here, are they? Oh wait, no, they already did. My bad. I'm just mopping up now. Well, actually, since they've abdicated... Return home, conquering heroes. And be healed by the monks. More hand cannoneers. They are fucking sweet. Also, spies is now significantly cheaper. Unfortunately, I still can't afford it because all the gold's drying up. Maybe the Mongols had some gold. Yes, they did, actually. Hello there. General Kenobi. I did lose a lot of cav, you're right. More camels! They lost a lot of cav, but they did their job because the Mongols went full-on night spam, and I hit them with Imperial camels, and I think that plus the hand cannoneers is what is responsible for a lot of, well, for my ridiculous kill-death ratio in that fight there. Camelry. Plus, these elephant archers have been pretty sweet. Like, you know, I don't know if we ever. I don't know if we really lost very many of them at all. We must have only lost like 1 or 2. They got some hit points on them, those guys. I don't know how much really damage they really do, though. He added biggest diggers to the name pool. Emperor Julianus Dickus. Paul does better line combat than Empire and Napoleon, yeah. Which is a bit of a shame because Napoleon could have been so much better. Although I have to admit, I've always wanted to give the Peninsula campaign a try in Napoleon. I think that might be where that game shines the most. I never really gave it a go. There's some scout cavalry here. Yeah, you go... take a butchers at the Britons, see what they're doing. Yeah, Napoleon is just... It's a bit like Empire in that it really kind of suffers from having... that's why there was a missing farm. It suffers from having an appallingly stupid AI. Like, the AI they programmed for that just didn't really understand the concept of musket warfare at all. I haven't built any skirmishers, and I'm thinking to myself I might actually need some, since we're about to go fight the longbow spammers in chief. Oh boy. Although they seem to have quite a lot of skirmishes of their own for some reason. How odd. About Total Warhammer. Total Warhammer's fun, but as I've discovered after a long time spent playing it, it misses a few of the features that really made earlier Total War games fun for me. The kind of emergent stories that you tended to get in early Total War games aren't really in Total War Warhammer, because Total War Warhammer is based around having lots of pre-established characters from the universe who are basically immortal and can't die, which kind of makes things a lot less emergent and interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when we streamed Rome Total War, like the vanilla campaign where I played as the Julii, and we had Quintus, the amazing Quintus, the bloodthirsty moron who managed to get himself killed in the end. And when we played Medieval 2, and we had Alexander, the Merciless, that literally was his name. He earned the epithet the Merciless. You know, Death's just the lunatic, and Alexander the Merciless. In Total Warhammer, that doesn't happen. You don't get these silly emergent characters with their weird backgrounds and histories and their armies and stuff like that, because you know, you're always running around with like Karl Franz and Balthazar Gelt and you know, trying to think of the other characters now. King What's His Face of Bretonnia and so on and so on. Borgrim Iron Fist or whatever his name is with the Book of Grudges. Like Total Warhammer is still really good fun. Like it has really fun battles. That's one thing I will say for it. The actual battles are really good fun, but the campaigns lack that sort of element of being able to tell your own personal story that's different from anyone else who would have played the game because of the randomly generated nature of the characters. I mean, honestly, like playing the old Total War games like Rome Total War and Medieval 2 who had that system is the closest I've had a video game get to the experience of playing a tabletop war game like Warhammer 40,000 or something like that, where you have your characters that you've made yourself and your army that you've made yourself and that you grow attached to and stuff. You know, Rome Total War and Medieval 2 are the closest I've found personally the closest I've found a video game has gotten to that experience for me. You can get, I mean, I suppose you can like have Karl Franz the Merciless, but again, part of the problem is if he dies, he doesn't really die. He just respawns again on the campaign map after a few turns. You should be able to reset it with Prime. If you're already subbed with Twitch Prime, I guess stay subbed with Twitch Prime. Makes no difference to me. Are we ready for war, my lord? Probably? I think we need more camels. When I ran my light cavalry through there, they seem to have quite a few knights, so... Yeah, I mean, it's true. You do get those sort of extra generals in Total Warhammer. That is true. They do exist. It's just they do play second fiddle to the pre-established characters, unfortunately. Oh, that's interesting. Let's pull a lumberjack away. More urban planning. Hashtag urban planning. We haven't quite reached 200, have we yet? No, we haven't. Good. That means I can have another 40 camels if I need them. But yeah, I do rate the Total Warhammer games quite highly. Based on the fact that they have very good battles, and the games have a lot of personality as well, which has been lacking from a lot of the newer Total War games. And also, technically, they run quite well as well. You know, a lot of the newer Total War games have really fucking weird performance issues, and Total Warhammer doesn't really, for the most part. And it has very good faction variety as well. That's a big deal too. Having really good faction variety, that keeps life interesting. But my only gripe with it is that, yeah, it does lack that element that the earlier games had. I can play, like, a Julii campaign 6 times, and each time it will be slightly different. I'll have slightly different characters, with slightly different tales to tell. That's what I liked about old school Rome. And by extension, Medieval 2. Because Medieval 2 literally is just Rome with flashier graphics at the end of the day. Have you played Battlefield Gothic 2? I have, yeah. I played it when I was ill. My thoughts on it basically come down to, it's good shit, although I still prefer the first game for the single-player campaign. I'm sure if you get into the multiplayer and stuff, number 2's possibly better, but I prefer the single-player campaign of the first one. Lumberjill. Right. Let's group you dudes. And march to frickin' war. Off you pop, everybody. Did I... Yeah, I did get all the relevant blacksmith things. I don't have any archers, so sod those last 2. They did it again. They... My amazing urban planning again. My builders managed to wall themselves in. God damn it. No. That. Jesus Christ. That. Then. That's not going to work, is it? I don't know. To war! To quote the late, great Christopher Lee in The Two Towers. You will taste man flesh! I mean, no. We're not playing as the Uruk-hai. Speaking of Uruk-hai, though, actually, and The Two Towers, I wouldn't mind giving the Third Age a go for Medieval 2. The Third Age is basically it's a total conversion mod for Medieval 2 that makes the game so it's set in the Lord of the Rings universe. And it's an incredibly well polished, professional, awesome mod that I just never got around to playing. So I was too busy playing Stainless Steel and Broken Crescent at the time. So I wouldn't mind playing as Saruman and conquering Middle Earth. I'm just saying. That could be quite fun. Camel Force 1, attack! A new power is rising! Alright, halberdiers, watch out, camels. And elephants, for that matter, actually, now I think about it. Alright, where is the monk? Where is he? Probably behind a building, or I can't see him properly. Oh, there they are. I see him. We need to deal with them. They're a problem. Kill those fucking monks! Oh, this is turning into a disaster. Converting all my camels! I hate monks so much. Speaking of which, better bring mine up. Right, let's see if we can maneuver these trebuchets into a position where they can start demolishing stuff. As you can see, when it comes to battles in this game, I don't even understand the mere concept of micromanagement. I just sort of tend to let everything play out. It's more fun that way. That's the thing about me in strategy games. I don't really care for really difficult strategy games. I prefer to enjoy strategy games where I can actually just kind of sit back and enjoy the spectacle. One of the reasons I kind of enjoy Roma Surrectum is because one of the things it does is it makes the battles significantly longer than they are in Vanilla Rome Total War, which means you get more opportunities to just zoom the camera right into the action and watch some Gauls get stabbed for a while. I still hear... Alright, there's a dead monk. Very good. There's a longbowman. That's crazy. The Britons on Monday, they went all ham on the longbows, and this time they've decided not to. The mysteries of the AI, folks. Where is this goddamn monk? There he is. He's converting my elephants now. Most of my army is pretty much toast at this point. But it's alright, we still have the trebuchets, and that's mostly what matters, honestly. As you can tell, I am phenomenally bad at StarCraft. In case everyone's wondering, yes, I have played StarCraft, and yes, I am pretty goddamn awful at it. No, don't unpack to... Jesus, don't unpack to attack the farms, you maroons! There was a very brief period in my life where I actually tried to get good at StarCraft 2. It was very brief. Deleted. Deleted. Behold the power of the trebuchet, folks. Well, I suppose it kind of does have a zoom function in a way. You just played the game on a really low resolution. Alright, let's get rid of this castle. It kills all my poor elephants. Thwomp. It's more than half its health gone already. Dead. These monks desperately try to keep this one elephant alive. And largely failing. Screw you, villager. Split up. Attack in 2 directions. Yeah, if I can convert that longbowman, do it. Yay! I have a longbowman now. Screw you, Britons. In range to fight that? No, I don't think so. He's got to abdicate eventually, this guy, surely. Very optimistic battering ram, yeah. Uh-oh. Game is having a bit of a moment there. Give up, Henry. You've had it, mate. Just give up. My goodness. I just don't want to quit. Now, I'm pretty sure I did not set that university on fire, so that's got nothing to do with me. Well, that was efficient. Oh dear, my farms are in quite a state, aren't they? Any strategy games that actually do a decent job with 18th century musket warfare? There's a game called Imperial Glory, which wasn't completely terrible. Actually, you know, it was more than just not completely terrible. It was actually all right. It wasn't bad. It had ship combat in as well. I don't even know where on earth you would get Imperial Glory these days. I don't know if it's available on Steam or GOG or anything, but although that it's technically not 18th century. It's Napoleonic, so it's early 19th century, but yeah. If that's important to you. Yeah, I mean, come to think of it, I had a fair bit, quite a bit. Yeah, I had quite a bit of fun with Imperial Glory back in the day. It had it was a similar concept to a Total War game, really. It had real-time battles with lots of dudes, and it had real-time ship battles, and it had a campaign map. But it was, instead of like your 3D move everywhere modern Total War maps. It was more like the old school medieval and old school Shogun Total War, i.e. it was a... I need to go blow that up. Maybe that'll make him quit. It was more like the Risk-style maps of those games. So you had a bunch of provinces that you moved counters around on, which had the side effect of making the campaign AI much smarter than a Total War game, because it had less to work with. They built another town centre. So yeah, on the whole, Imperial Glory was not bad. So I would recommend that. Of course, there's Cossacks as well. That's a bit more Age of Empires-y. But, it's still not bad for that sort of style of thing. There's actually a relatively new Cossacks game out, isn't there? I may even own it, now that I think about it. He still hasn't given up. Jesus Christ. Steam. Library. Cossacks 3, yeah. The Cossacks 3 came out relatively recently, actually. And I've played a little bit of it, and it's not bad. So that's another good choice. This motherfucker will not give up. I'll tell you what, here's an easy way to fix this. Spies! That'll tell me where the rest of them are hiding. What have you got? Have you got a town centre somewhere that I don't know about? Villager, battering ram. Okay, right, I'm confused now. The Mongols have given up. They've got a line through their name on there, so that means they're officially out of it. But all he seems to have left is a few villagers, one battering ram. Maybe it's the battering ram. Maybe it's because he's got one battering ram left, like the AI is just refusing to give up. I don't frickin' know at this point. Actually, fuck it. We'll go convert the battering ram. No, we can't, because we haven't got the tech for it. Damn it! You don't normally have to kill all the villagers, that's the thing. That's why I'm not really bothering. Normally you don't have to kill all the villagers, you just... There we go. He killed one villager and he gave up. Freaking weird. The AI in this game is freaking bizarre, guys. There we go. Look at that, units killed 309. Blimey. Oh, I ran away with the economy. They both collected 0 stone, look at that. They both collected 0 stone, that means neither of them built castles, except they clearly did build castles. Ah, they must have just used the market. That'll be it. I forgot the AI uses the market and then ruins the economy. One on research as well. Once again, latest to get to the Imperial Age and the Castle Age. I was 20 minutes behind them on the Castle Age. Look at that. There you go. There's the timeline. Battles did apparently take place. There was a battle at the start of the Castle Age for the Britons. Apparently, that must have been between these two. Might be why they had might be why they had a university that was on fire. Great. Well, that was fun. Intermission. I think I'm going to build some more Warhound Titans this week. I've got one more Warhound Titan, and I've got two boxes of Knights for Titanicus. And next week, I've got Andrew coming round to film a battle report for 40k. But what I'm going to ask him to do is bring around his Titans as well. I don't think I'm going to film it, but I'm going to get him to teach me, basically refresh my memory on how to play Titanicus, because I haven't played a game of Adeptus Titanicus since like November last year. But if it goes well, I want to get some more Titans and then maybe start doing some Titanicus videos, because that'd be pretty cool. It's very BattleTech. If you're a fan of BattleTech, you probably enjoy Adeptus Titanicus. What will be the Subnautica objective tonight? I'd like to get a submarine. I don't know if we manage that tonight. I want to go explore the deeps. But anyway. Right. Okay, so I'm going to go get a refill of my tea, I think, and then we'll come back and we'll boot up Subnautica and carry on with that. Yes, we will. Should be some wreckages to get mini sub blueprints. I think so, yeah. We'll have to go. I know of a few wreckages that maybe I haven't quite so thoroughly explored. So we'll have to have a look at those. We did go to the Aurora last time, although I didn't find a huge amount of stuff there. And I got myself killed by running into some fire, which was a bit embarrassing, but hey. Subnautica is very good, Dark Phoenix. I think you'd like it, because I quite like it. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go get a cup of tea, and then we'll come back. And also, someone remind me that after the stream is over, I need to set today's video to public. Because finally, after like a week of editing and stuff, the final Morgan's Reach campaign video is done. It is uploaded, it is processed. I need to add a thumbnail to it and publish it, and it will be done. It is 3.5 hours long. It is massive. It is a huge, huge video. But it's also a really epic one. And I'm very, very, very proud of it and very pleased with it. And I hope people enjoy watching it. Even though it's crazy, crazy pants long. I edited quite a lot of it out and couldn't bear to do any more, so I've left it at that length. But, yeah, thanks, Queen. Thanks. That was really, really helpful. Thank you. But yeah, I hope people enjoy watching that. I imagine most of you probably won't watch it tonight because you're gonna have to go to bed. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Me and Dan are both very, very proud of it. So, all right, I'm gonna go get that cup of tea, and I'll be right back, folks. Fucking commands, just do what I want you to. Yeah. Play the music. Play the frickin' music. That's what I want you to do. Just do it. How hard was that? Right, okay. I'll be back in 5 minutes, folks. Alright, folks. This time tonight, let's see if I can remember to change the game category. Admittedly, right, part of the reason I want to keep playing Subnautica is because I want to try out the Below Zero DLC. And I don't feel like I can do that until I've adequately played enough of the main game. So, just wouldn't feel right somehow. Yeah, that's true. I suppose there is that deadbeat, but end of the day, I'd rather just play the old Total War games instead. I really would. So, there's a lot more to it than just that at the end of the day. There's a lot of other features of the old Total War games that I prefer too, so. Right. Dogzilla. What's all this then? What's all this then? Well, officer, we just finished playing Age of Empires 2. We have had a short intermission. I've got a cup of tea here. I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to chat with you guys for just a second, and then we're going to load up Subnautica and go diving around in the ocean, trying not to get eaten by sea monsters. Also, this fucking tea is hot as a volcano right now. Yikes. You just got back into D&D, Maverick. Nice, dude. Hope you're having fun. I'm almost slightly jealous. I'd love to get back into D&D. The problem is, I have friends who I could play D&D with, but the problem is I would need to spearhead the effort, really, by being the DM, and I don't have time to be a DM right now. It's such a commitment. I think even if you're running a a pre-written, pre-built adventure or campaign or whatever, it's still a lot of work. I know a friend of mine is going to try out Wrath and Glory at some point in the near future. I'm curious to see how he gets on with that. But you've been writing a sequel for Fandelver, just as an intro for some friends. Ah, nice. I've got the Fandelver booklet around here somewhere, actually. I watched a documentary about the Pacific some time ago. You got sweaty hands when you think about it. Lord Croton, you should read The Kraken Wakes by John Wyndham. That book will give you the willies. You in particular. It creeps me out. But you, boy, you get a kick out of that book, I think. Did you miss a Subnautica stream? Yeah, I'm afraid so. I've done 2 Subnautica streams. I did the one ages ago, and I streamed Subnautica on Monday as well. Stay away from that. It's a really good book. It's not very long either. I've nearly finished it, actually. I read a whole shitload of it last night. It never ceases to amaze me how sci-fi authors from the 1940s and 1950s managed to come up with the stuff they did. You know. Creating all this amazing sci-fi stuff in an era where science fiction kind of barely was even a thing. Not like today when we're just freaking surrounded by it. Human imagination, indeed, indeed. I mean, Like, I've got a beautiful, beautiful hardcover collection of all the Foundation novels by Isaac Asimov on my shelf. It's one of my go-to examples of like people from the 1940s thinking up science fiction universes that to this day still, you know, still feel totally authentic and awesome. Hell, I mean, 40K is arguably influenced a hell of a lot by both Dune and Foundation. If you ever need to explain 40K to someone who is into sci-fi already, very shorthand, you just tell them, think a cross between Dune and Foundation. Though speaking of beautiful hardbound copies of books, did you guys hear what happened with the they released the first, like, the pre-orders of the collector's edition type thing of the first book in the Solar War series from the Horus Heresy from Black Library, and basically there were only like a limited number of copies and like 2,000 copies available or something like that, and almost all of them were bought up by scalpers who then immediately put them on eBay for a hugely inflated price. Fucking disaster. I mean, I equally want to strangle the scalpers who actually did it in the first place, and also strangle GW for not making it limited to one copy per person. Because that's really stupid and really dumb and really annoying. Because it was an absolutely gorgeous collector's edition. It was really, really beautiful. Wow, really, Valor? That's pretty sweet. Yes, I'm afraid so, Larry. Baldur's Gate is very much aimed at people who already know how to play 2nd edition D&D. That's why I've already struggled with it myself. Pathfinder Kingmaker is quite... I mean, it's Pathfinder and not technically D&D, but they're so similar it almost doesn't matter. Pathfinder Kingmaker is a fun one. It feels very old school, kind of 3.5 edition D&D. It gives me lots of nostalgia feels for my early D&D campaigns from back in the day when I played Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's a good one. Is Neverwinter Nights good for people who want to get into D&D? Well, yes and no, because it's based on 3rd edition D&D, and we're now on 5th edition D&D these days. So it's kind of like yes and no. Probably these days, mostly no. Back in the day, though, the answer would have been yeah. Because... Neverwinter Nights really was just a 3rd edition D&D simulator. 3.5 best ed. It was definitely very good. Early 3.5 anyway, before like all those supplements and stuff started to get out of control. But I like 5th. I do. I like 5th. I've played a little tiny bit of 5th myself, and I've watched lots of other people play 5th. And I have to admit, I like it. I think it's pretty damn solid. I like how much more open it is, because I like that in a role-playing system. At the end of the day, it being a lot more open and a lot less restrictive. It's kind of why I'm curious about Wrath and Glory, because it's a 40k RPG that is a lot more open than previous ones like Dark Heresy were. So. a lot more of a platform for you to do your own thing with. All right. So, I haven't finished my cup of tea, but fuck it, let's start anyway. Black screen of dramaticness. Oh yeah, for sure. Like Dark Heresy is good shit, but that is part of the problem for me. It's that you only ever are Inquisition lackeys. It isn't as open as something like Dungeons and Dragons is, and I'm hoping that Wrath and Glory is quite open-ended, like D&D. Right. You know what? This takes a while to load anyway, so I probably could finish my cup of tea by the time we're in. Well, yeah, I mean, like, Wrath and Glory or Dark Heresy are really aimed at people who are already into the Warhammer universe and read lots of the books and things. But I'm sure if you had a good enough GM who was patient enough and experienced enough, he'd be able to walk you through a game without you having any prior knowledge at all. A lot of it really comes down to the GM at the end of the day. I think if you live in the US and you want to get into playing D&D, you're probably set. If you don't live in the US and you want to start getting into D&D, you might have a trickier time of it, but admittedly, the nice thing about D&D and similar RPGs is that you can play them online with something like Tabletop Simulator or Roll20, or even just with some friends in Discord with no virtual tabletop whatsoever. It's not like something like Warhammer where you need physical models and a battlefield and stuff to play it. But again, that is part of the appeal at the end of the day of Warhammer, is that you do have a physical battlefield with actual miniatures on. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a sucker for playing D&D with miniatures, because that's kind of how I was introduced to it myself back in the day. I had the 3.5 ed starter set, which came with a whole set of tiles and miniatures and stuff. Loads of little kobolds and gnolls and bugbears and a black dragon and stuff. It was awesome. Do I have to do... Oh, you're right, I do.
We're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives.
Oh, shit.
We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. And don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Same reason you kind of like couch co-op. Well, yeah, same here, really. Okay. There's that one over there. I guess the sunbeam will arrive... over there. God, that's a while away, isn't it? Also, that is very deep. And that was a stalker throwing a bit of salvage into the air right there. Right. Well, we have 38 minutes to get over there. Oh, 100% Dragos, yeah. We are definitely not getting rescued. But, Okay, right, so we gotta do the thing again. Right, console's not disabled, so... There we go, right. Freedom. Freedom! Brilliant. Now I don't have to worry about eating and drinking. Which is just fine, because this game has enough busy work to offer anyway, with you having to make batteries and stuff. Can't get over how pretty this game is. I just, you know... I have things to do, and yet as soon as you jump in the water, it's just like, I want to go swim around and look at the fishies and the rocks and things. Yeah, it is a mode to select at the start. But I selected survival to start with, but then I changed my mind later on and decided I didn't want to do it anymore. And unfortunately, there isn't an option in the menu to just switch it midway through playing, so you've got to use the console. Well, I want a sea moth, which means I need to go find some salvage and scan the crap out of it. I was basically just getting tired of the busy work of having to constantly find food and water. It was getting in the way of me being able to go explore and have fun, basically. So, luckily, someone told me the console command to get rid of it. Oh, look at that tiny hole. Can we fit through here? We can. Oof. I've said it before, but cave diving is something that would terrify me IRL. But it is quite fun in this. I can hear something big. Ah, it's the glowing pink shrooms. Found that cave entrance again. Right, maybe there's some salvage around here I've not scanned yet. Also, I think there's sand sharks around here, so should probably be careful. Yup, there he is. Oh, buzz off. I'll scan you, motherfucker. Gonna have to pop up to the surface in a minute. Where's my... There it is. Look out, he's got a scanner. Go away. Go away. You goofy creature. No dice. Need CMOS schematics. What I need. Will you buzz off? Where's the entrance? They make a lion growly noise that some of the mutants from Metro 2033 make, which means every time I hear it, I get slightly anxious because memories. I think I may have already scanned everything in here. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I need a laser cutter as well. That's the other thing. Is there something there? Oh, hello. Something, anyway. It's not what I'm after, but...
"30 seconds.
Whee! Went a little bit laggy there, but it's always funny when you get massive air off doing that. Yeah, we're gonna have to head over there relatively soon. I might need to make some more batteries. Actually, no, we're good. We're fine. We've got plenty of batteries. Oh, hello there. Big fella. It's getting dark. And we're home. I think I can make floating air pump pipes. I haven't even remotely paid any attention to the concept of building a base in this game so far, but might be something we want to consider at some point. It is. It seems fairly optimized to me. It's just misbehaving itself a little bit because my computer in general has been misbehaving a little bit today. But I'm also streaming as well, so. Bases generate oxygen when they have power. Oh, I see. You probably saved me an awful lot of faffing around with pipes and pumps then. So around 12 minutes. I mean, I'm assuming it's not like, oh my god, game over if you miss it anyway, but whatever's going to happen there, I would like to see it. I'll find some more random salvage around here. Ooh. There's something. Oh, it's a vehicle bay fragment. I got all excited, and it was for naught. Oh, I'm going to use the sea glide to get over there, because I don't know where to find Seamoth fragments. It's going to be an extended period of swimming around searching. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to find enough fragments for a Seamoth. So I'm not planning on managing to get it sorted by then. Oh. That's not good.
30 seconds.
Don't recall seeing one of you before.
Oxygen.
Oh shit. Head to the beacons. Oh. See, I do have one beacon available, wherever it is, over there. But I was told by someone last time we played not to bother with that one until I've got a Seamoth, so... Pretty sunrise, though. Let's take that. Need that for making glass with. Silver ore, nice. This just goes down and down and down, doesn't it? What have we here? Another vehicle bay fragment. Eh. Lots of vehicle bay fragments, but no Seamoth ones. Alright, well, yeah. What, down here? That's what's down here. Membrane tree. Huh. Very interesting. Ah, we're back here again. I recognize this place. We've been here before. Anchor pod. Right. Ha. Thermal plant fragment. I can make a thermal plant. Not totally sure what that is, but I can make one. I'm gonna have to go up to the surface in just a second here. Nice. I don't know what that is,
30 seconds.
but we need to go. Okay, music's getting very Halo now for some reason. Is that land? Hold the fucking phone. Is that a mirage or is that an island? I know there's at points where this game's soundtrack gets very Mass Effect and also gets very Halo. It's a bit of land. Well, fuck me. Look, it looks like Tracy Island. Right, I think... Yeah. It's 2 kilometers away. I'm gonna try and go there around 15 minutes. That was weird. I was just levitating there for a second. Right. Now then. Look around for shit to scan. Ooh, there's a cave. Don't get distracted by the cave! We have more important matters. Moon pool. The fuck's that? Scanner room. That seems a little bit more self-evident. Probably does what it says on the tin. Ooh, that looks dangerous. And yet... might be something in there that's useful.
30 seconds.
Shit, alright, hold on. Up we go again!
Oxygen.
Launch. So, oh, I could get a good look at the island from up here. Very nice. That was very strange. Right. Where were we? Aha. Prawn suit drill arm fragment. We know what a prawn suit is because I found one of them posters, didn't I? Very nice.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Getting down there. Ooh. I missed anything here. What's that? Oh, it's a sandstone chunk. A bench! Better scan that. Yeah. Build benches now.
Acquired. 30 seconds.
Up we go.
Oxygen.
That's always fun. Alright. Benchmarking our journey, very good. I'd almost like to sit down and consider our progress. Okay.
We're watching you.
Scam. But see, 25 months is officially a year and a month. That is insane. Where did the time go? Command share. Well, you gotta have a command share, haven't you? Hell yes.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's see. Shit, Captain. Huh. How did I not notice that before? That's not opening anytime soon.
30 seconds.
Hold on. Right, we should probably head over to the sunbeam thing. Or cut this one close. We're good. Whee! Very good. Alright. Away! Problem is, I think it's starting to get dark pretty soon. So we're going to be reaching the sunbeam in the dark, which is, you know, I don't want to say ironic, but you know what I mean. Get out of here, stalker. Oh, I needn't to worry. This is not nearly as far away as I thought it was. Could have left it till 5 minutes and probably still gotten there in time. Yeah, guys, we're going to be rescued. Game over. Great. Finished Subnautica in 3 streams. It's going to be so good. Not. Okay, thank you. It's rather deep down there, isn't it? Okay, why? Oh, that's why I can see an island, because there actually is one there. I thought it was a graphical glitch. No joke. Weird how it's only over here and you can't see it at all in the distance. Even though it's not much further away than the ship is, but whatever.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify it.
Alien stuff. Alien beings. Make them supper. Head crab bastard. Get out of here. It's all getting very No Man's Sky now. Very interesting. If I can at least scan this. Yeah, there we go. This carbon-based device is lighter than it looks and features a symbol which resembles a U, lit up in purple. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels, and there is no obvious way to interface with it, it should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. Oh good, well my fabricator is like all the way back there, but hey. This is getting very No Man's Sky slash, what was it bloody called? That other game. The one that had a VR mode for it and stuff. Variax streamed it a while ago. remember the sodding name of it, but anyway, similar sort of thing. Stranded on a planet, and you discover alien ruins type deal. No, not Elite. I's got a purple tablet. Yes, oh yes, I have. Self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Foreign bacteria count has reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
Oh no, a bulbo tree. Is it discovered by Bulbo Buggins? Woody Bulboa. Well, at least there's stuff for us to do on this island while we wait.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Oh. Does this one require the green keycard?
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
I know, right? It's very foreign, isn't it? I'm gonna find a control room down here. Somewhere. And I'm gonna laser cut my way through a door and just unleash the flood, and we're all gonna be doomed. I'm just going to go outside and wait for 5 minutes. Hell, this island is quite Halo, isn't it? You can imagine a warthog driving around on here. Man, hurry up with the Master Chief Collection, 343. I want to play some goddamn Halo. Get your skates on. Give me a knife out in case I get jumped by any more head crab things. Maybe it's like an inverse ring world, like the habitat is on the outside edge of the rig instead of the inside, which is why the horizon seems to be really close. Just a thought. You know what's really cool as well, by the way? Like, not only is Master Chief Collection coming to PC, but also the new Halo is coming to PC as well. I forget what they bloody called it now. Halo Infinite, was it? Something like that. That's coming to PC as well, so. Oh, a little eclipse. Very nice. Isn't Halo Infinite open world? Nobody knows anything. The assumption is that it might be open world, but I don't think they've actually really released any details. And Halo marketing campaigns can be notoriously misleading, so it's probably best not to assume anything. Excited to play Halo 2 again? Yeah, Halo 2's fun. It's an odd one, really, because it arguably has the worst level design of the first 3 games, but it also has the best writing and the best cutscenes and the best music. So it's an odd fish, is Halo 2. What's cool about the Master Chief Collection version of Halo 2 on Xbox, at least, that I do own, is that even in the cutscenes, you can hit the button to switch to old school and switch back to the new stuff with the blur cutscenes. Even halfway through, you can do it. Halo 2 is also the first game where they started putting the crosshair lower than the center of the screen, which was an odd thing to try and get used to back in the day. I wonder if they'll still do that in the PC version. Am I going to stream it? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they did. The rationale for doing it, basically, and it was fine once you got used to it, but the rationale for doing it, basically, is because Halo is a very vertical shooter that involves a lot of up and down and jumping and platforms and stuff. So they shifted the field of view upwards. So the crosshair in Halo 2, 3, and all the others going forwards is about where the sea horizon is right now. Sort of around about there. So that you see more above you and less below you. Because in Halo, being able to see the floor properly is not very important. But being able to see above you, like over up here, is very important. So, as Valve know, players don't look up. Yeah, exactly. So that's why they did it. But it is a bit strange to get used to at first. "50 seconds. Hopefully we'll get a good PC port of it. Apparently the guys, someone mentioned it the other day, the people working on the PC port are the guys who did the Gears of War 1. So hopefully it should be quite good. Oh, it's a giant orbital cannon. Uh-oh. Ripperino. Somebody, quick, run inside and find the off switch. I think we've discovered why we crashed in the first place.
We see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere and we're descending towards the landing site.
It's a shame I'm a mute, otherwise I'd be able to warn him.
Down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Yeah, pull the cord out, yeah.
Done. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Feel bad. I kind of got used to hearing old Sunbeam on the radio. Seemed like a nice dude. Wow, that sucks. Lots of debris to scan. Yay! I gotta get my submarine one way or the other. This place is certainly woken up by the sound of it.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Shit, it actually has a control room. We'll always be playing Halo now.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
No.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
We not synthesized some antibiotics or something? Got a bacterial infection. That's not good. Let's scan this one. Green mineral substance has no entry on the periodic table and an unprecedented ability to store huge amounts of ionic energy within it. Likely grown artificially. It contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's quite explosive.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
We're watching you, scum.
Baked flakes! Don't eat the cube. That's probably sound advice. Thank you. 25 months. Welcome back. You're the second 25-month sub. Resub. Ooh. I like how we've been running around with flippers on this entire time. I want to take a moment to point out how fucking difficult it is to walk around in flippers in real life. Let alone run or sprint. I know it's just a game. I know it doesn't have to be 100% realistic, but I'm just saying. Submarine Pena. Find a U-boat in here somewhere. Maybe I do not need to build a submarine. I can just nick an alien one. Get flashbacks to Medal of Honor Allied Assault. More green cubes. Not sure why I'm taking these, other than they're shiny and I probably want them. For something. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Alien rifle. That is a thing that I want. Gib rifle. Gib. Me wanty. Ooh. We have a purple tablet. The purple key card. It's like Doom. It's been a while since I played Doom, actually. That thing doesn't necessarily look friendly. Doomsday device! This device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. Okay. Maybe it's a good thing we can't break that glass.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Why is the Doomsday device so cute? It's adorable. Your clip of the black and white cow eating people is gone. What? Aw. Guess Twitch must not have saved it for long enough. I mean, they must delete it after a period of time. That was a quality clip. I wish to poop the snoot. Right. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Ah! Was that antibiotics?
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon.
Ooh.
This planet is under quarantine."
I guess it wasn't antibiotics. Infected.
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Huh. Aha. Aha. Guess that's probably what we've been infected with. Ugh, I can't read it if I look in that direction. This device houses energy equivalent to a 100 megaton nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Power is routed via the attached terminal, allowing for the device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range. Yes, as we saw. Well, now what? I guess you have to go find the place with the, well, the disease control center, or whatever it was called. Look at it! The Doomsday device is so adorable. Hello. Okay. Well, what's this way then? This looks vaguely important, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Further research required. Helium gun. Ion cubes. Well, they're probably they're useful for something. Just don't know what yet. Did I go for a swim in there? Don't think there's much point, is there? There's nothing in there. Except for a big old doorway leading out into the water. Looks like it might have a force field on it, but I don't know. Whee! Now then. Just checking to see if there's anywhere I've not been yet in here. Feel like there might be, but I'm not sure. That looks like it should be a door, but apparently isn't. Bunny hopping for great justice. Right. Let's go back up here. Defeated once again by the chest-high wall. My eternal nemesis. Where this leads. Ah! You bugger off. You as well. Go on, sod off. Get. Lithium, eh? Reckon I can make a batteries type thing with that. Yeah, get off. Ah. ICANN has tablet. Mandatory Skyrim joke. Ooh. Has anyone had any more info on the latest X game, by the way? X, not Rebirth, something else. Because I'm wondering what kind of state it's in currently, because you know what those games are like. They sort of come out, they get released, they're buggy as shit, and eventually they sort of get fixed up to a point where they're really, really good. I'm sort of wondering whether they're in that state of it being largely fixed yet. Anyone here even knows what I'm talking about? It's actually pretty good. Getting a lot of updates. Nice. That's what I want to hear. Because those games have always kind of interested me. But at the same time, every time I've tried to play them in the past, they've been so freaking impenetrable. I never really got very far with it. I keep hoping with every new one they release that it's going to be a little bit easier on a moron like me. And holy fucking shit. Alright. Okay. I was unaware we were playing Legacy of Kain. But okay. Oh, for science! About to end up in the alien bit from Half-Life.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
No, it's just fast travel. Speckled rattler. Ooh, are we on that other island I saw now? That'd be interesting if we were. We might be, you know. Look, my old pod over there is a bit closer than it was. This is reminding me that we should play Abduction at some point. Hell, I should bloody stream Myst at some point. That'd be a blast from the past. I think I actually own real Myst as well, so we can play it in full 3D instead of just static images. Okay, I'm now wondering if that sound is part of the music or if I'm actually hearing it in-game. Like, is it ambient music? Or is it actually all of this music we're just hearing in our heads? Like in Battlestar Galactica. I'm really a Cylon. It's in the fracking ship. Yeah. Oh dear. Good old... I forget what his damn name is. I always just call him General Tullius. Jaffa cup. Sadly not a Jaffa cake. Voxel shrub. Oh, crap. Whoa. Okay, then. Oh, hey, look. It's LifePod 19. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go back up here for a bit. We'll tackle that interesting problem shortly. No, you're kidding. You're kidding. The whole island is floating because of those floater things? That's nuts. That's crazy. Also, there's an invisible wall thing there. That was weird. Well, naturally, we need to climb up there. See that mountain? Said Todd Howard. You can climb that. So what have we here?
New blueprint acquired.
This has been here for a while. I almost didn't see that.
New blueprint acquired.
Actually need disinfected water. Okay, now I'm getting a very Jurassic Park trespasser vibe. Jungles and rust. I really enjoyed that trespasser stream I did. I do love that game in spite of it being broken and terrible. For some reason I really enjoy playing it. I think it's because I'm a bit of a Jurassic Park nut. And Trespasser, in spite of being one of the world's most broken and dodgy games, still manages to be better than Jurassic Park 3, so... Did I miss a data pad? Oh. Oops! Come on, physics. Behave. Ah, there we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Plot thickens. They swam too greedily and too deep. You know, Gandalf. You know what they awoke in the darkness of Khazad-dûm. Oh, I want to watch the films again now. I only watched them like bloody 3 weeks ago. Now I want to watch them again. We might have to play the Third Age Total War. I'm just saying. We might have to play that. I might have to play as Saruman. Crabs.
Integrating new PDA data.
Of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Let me bloody in! Come on! Ugh. So I can get in here. Maybe. Okay, maybe not.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh. Hell, there we go. Ooh. It is a magic ladder. A battery. Fuck yes. I just so happen to need one. There we go. Come on. Oh, did I put an empty one in? I did. There we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. in every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
New blueprint acquired.
Mud crabs. Annoying creatures. Alright. I see you there, you little bastard. Right. Is there a subtitles option? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Nah. Sorry. Cave over here. Can't get over how the flashlight in this game looks like a hairdryer. He's a little strange.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry.
Hold on.
You see, Chief?
There we go.
You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Wish your Enderall game didn't crash 24/7. It's not very encouraging to hear. I was thinking of streaming Enderall at some point, but maybe I should wait for some bug fixes. Oh, if you installed mods on top of Enderall or something, is that what's going on? In which case, right, fine. You just modded it to hell. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's asking for trouble. We have too many games to stream and not enough time. Has to be said. Although, what I will say is, and I meant to mention this at the start of the stream and I completely forgot, but I might do an extra sort of bonus stream this Saturday because I'm not really doing anything on Saturday, and I kind of just think, why not? Chinese potato, marble melon.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is Ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, I can get seeds out of them like that, can I? But it's all a bit irrelevant because I'm not playing on survival mode, but still good to know. That freaking bridge of Khazad Doom down there. I'm not entirely clear on what their conflict is about either. But I might not have found all the PDAs, or indeed it's deliberately vague, but I think the general idea is that two of them wanted to go down into the deeps, and the old Scottish fella wanted to stay up here on the surface, on the island. Basically. Oh, Christ. Ow. Right, fine, I'm going for a swim. I'll go find this damn broadcast location. Yeah, check it out. Giant floater things. I'm gonna go scan one. Ancient floater. Assessment incredible. There's something very unsettling about going into the deep like this where you can't see anything. Like, it's so deep. That's not a good time for the battery to run out. That you can't see shit. It is most disconcerting. I'm gonna need to go up for air in a second. Oh, jeez, yeah. Close. I don't know how I'm going to get down there without a sub, honestly. I think I'm going to need a sea moth for that. Maybe time to go back to the pod since I have another radio message anyway. that as well. Just so happens to be virtually right underneath that. Ah. Yeah. It's right down at the bottom of that vent thing. Yeah, that's interesting. Home sweet home.
Partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Well, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Purple tablet. Oh, I can make one. If I need to. Deployable as waterproof locker. Wiring kit. Glass. Sure. Chinese potato. Potato. I've just noticed our character's haircut. We look like Tintin. Convenient vent placement. Well, it's not that convenient because, like, it's shooting out superheated water that kills me if I go too close to it. So. How does the haircut stay like that after all the swimming? Good question. I'm going to assume very, very advanced sci-fi hair gel. You see what he did then? The animation with his legs. So we're going too close to the edge, he goes into a diving animation. But only for a second. It looks really silly. Anyway. Damn it all. Did I fix the reactor of the crash ship? No, I didn't, because I died. I ran into some fire and died. People don't have bones in the future, no. You've replaced our spines with highly advanced jelly. Is the reason we couldn't see the island because it's obscured by this sort of fog here? Because I've noticed there's sort of a foggy bit over there where the other island is too. I thought that was just a cloud being rendered a little bit low down. when I saw it before, but now it seems very obvious. I know, it's odd, isn't it? Lake. You see the ship from miles away, but whatever. Whatevs. Whatevs. Maybe they do it for performance reasons or something. I don't know. Or maybe just obscure it for the sake of making exploration a little bit more interesting. I don't know. I mean, either works for me. You know, it kind of gives you a, after you've swum out a little bit, sort of it gives you a, oh shit, there's an island moment over there, like it did with me, which I think possibly may be intentional. So. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's kind of what the deal is, really. It's intentionally obscured. Toggle visibility of old life pod waypoints. Can I? Oh, that helps. That helps a lot, because I have a feeling I definitely didn't scan those nearly thoroughly enough when I found them previously. However, I must say, I think I'm going to call in an end to the stream tonight. We're just about to hit midnight, so I think that's going to do me for now. So, let's save the game. Yeah, sorry, Tribbles. And 11 down. Yeah, apologies, guys. Also, Morgan's Reach. Yes, thank you, Spaghetti. I will get that sorted. It's part of the reason I'm ending a little bit sooner here tonight, so I got some time to sort that out before I go to bed. Yeah, so if you're still awake and you're bored, I will have a 3-hour, 30-minute video about to go live momentarily, so that'll keep some of you occupied, hopefully, at least. Like I said, I'm very pleased with it. I'm very proud of it. It's the final episode of the campaign. And, yeah. Somebody dies in it, too. As in, one of my characters. He gets deaded permanently. It's very exciting. And also sad. But mostly exciting and cool and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. Good time for you. Yeah, perfect timing for you, yeah. I, on the other hand, yeah, I'm going to sort that out, and then I'm probably going to head off to bed. I'm tempted to get out my Warhound box and see if I can quickly build the other Warhound before I go to bed, but, yeah, anyway. Cheers, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, etc. I will be back on Friday. Hey, there we go. We got the clip. The clip is here. It didn't get deleted, or at least that's a different one, I don't know. But anyway, those black and white streams were funny. Anyway, yes, I'll be back on Friday, and we're going to be streaming Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, and possibly more of this as well. And maybe other stuff too, as I said. I've got a bunch of new games, so I can have new games, because people left some nice donations on the stream last time, so I decided to use it to buy some games. And that's exactly what I did. I got, if you weren't here earlier when I went over this, but I picked up Battlestar Galactica Deadlock along with all of its expansions. I fucking love it. I think it's awesome. I'm a Battlestar Galactica fanboy, so my opinion may be slightly coloured by that, but I think it's very good. I also picked up Ancestors Legacy, which is a Viking-themed real-time strategy game, which is also pretty good from what I've played of it so far. And I also picked up Dawn of Man, which I've not tried yet. The Occupation, which I've not tried yet, which is a sort of stealth game type thing where you play as a journalist in an occupied country, trying to stealth around and things, take photos of stuff and what have you, which sounds pretty interesting. It was suggested to me by a viewer on the stream on Monday, and I looked at it on GOG and I was like, oh, it does look pretty interesting. And I also picked up Eastshade, the game which a Steam review described as Skyrim, but without combat. And with painting instead. And it looks really quite fun. So I'm going to be streaming that at some point as well. So yes. Anyway, stuff. But yeah, I'm going to start with Battlestar Galactica Deadlock on Friday because I recently, as I said, I recently rewatched the whole Battlestar Galactica reboot series while I was off ill. So I'm in that mood. And yeah. I'm going to stream that on Friday. In fact, I might even play a bit more before I go to bed because it's really good. But anyway, I'm babbling, which means that I've got nothing left important to say, which means I should probably go. So, thank you very much, everybody. Let's just actually let's do a little quick trick, see if there's anyone I can go raid. No, not really. All right, never mind. All right, folks. Toodaloo. Catch you next time.